Hello friends and welcome to my channel Atram Shatram. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. So I'm back again with a new topic for all the employees, which is things you should do and things you should avoid while you are serving your probation period in a new organization. So let's start with it. First and most important thing that you should keep in mind is your first impression. Always try and make a very good first impression. Your first impression is always lasts a long. It gives you a hard hitting impact on your teammates, your professional employees, colleagues, your managers, your bosses, everyone. Always try and make a very good impression. Always show some humility, always wear a smile on your face, show a positive body language. This all gives you a very good feedback. Okay, so this is a thing, this is a sign which everyone captures in your office, where even if you're not talking to someone, your body language gives you a very good positive sign. Okay, so always try and make a very good first impression. Secondly, try and participate in as much as conversations as possible with your teammates, new teammates. Try and get in touch with them, try and converse with them. What are they doing? What is their job? What is their regular routine? If you can help in some points which you are good at, or if you are, what was your career path right now, you have what you have done, share with them. Try and get some more insights about your new organization. This is always going to help you in your first 6 months of your probation period. Okay, also try and build a rapport with your team members. This rapport is always going to help you. Your professional education, your work experience is always plays a very big part in your professional career. However, if you are building a very good rapport with your team members, it is always going to make your life easier while you're working at the job. Your task becomes easier. The teammate starts cooperating with you, try and resolve things at the earliest. The task becomes easy and convenient. So always try and build a good rapport with them so that the things are easier for you in your future as well. Okay. When you are new into the organization, you don't have a lot of work to you allocated to you. People give you some time to just develop in the organization, just get settled down in the company, try and understand the company. So when you are at a little bit collaboratively free in your organization, try and go and talk to your managers, try and talk to your teammates, try and help them, take some work, ask for some extra tasks. Even if it is you're not in your regular task, try and help them. Even if you have to go out of the path, try and do that. This is always going to be helpful in your career and is going to pave a lot of things in your probation periods as well. Okay, always remember, there is a very much important point is your feedback. You should always connect with your team members and your leaders, your managers, to have a regular feedback from them. If you are not having regular feedback, it will just come one day that you are not performing and you are not doing good or something of that sort, and it's going to be a very big shocker for you. You won't even have a lot of time to improve that. So try and connect with the manager. Sir, I want to meet you. Let's meet up. I want to talk to you in person. Let's schedule a meeting. Let's to understand what am I doing, how am I doing, what improvements can I do. These are some important things that you can connect with your manager. So this is going to build you a very good rapport with your manager as well, and it is going to give you a feedback at very early stages that you should what you should do and what you should not do. Okay, now going forward, you should always try and help your colleagues. Try and help your colleagues in their regular tasks when you have some little bit separate time available with you. Try and give them your support. If you have some knowledge in your past with your professional career, try and help them. Try and simplify their lives. Everyone will definitely appreciate that. Okay. However, don't forget to build a rapport outside your team as well. Please remember, you are not only working in a team, you are working in an organization, you are working in a company. So you have to build a rapport along with all the employees of the company. So try and connect with your admin team, HR team as much as you can. Try and participate if you have any activities in your office, any competitions, any of that sort. This will going to bring you in a picture, limelight type of sort of thing, that you will be able to go and show up and portray your skills or your funny side or your intellectual side or something of any of the sides. So to try and connect with all the individuals who are even outside your team as well. Okay. One last and the most important thing that you should always do, and you should not also not do, this is a mixture of both, always do is admit your mistakes. And you should not do is, do not argue on your mistakes, do not try and give justification on your mistake. This is a very important point. When you're new in the organization, then the person on sitting on the next table will never and going to understand it, because you are very new to the company, they do not know you a lot, so they will not try and understand your point. However, you will have to adjust on that. So admit your mistakes if any, try and learn from them, and never argue on that. Okay. Now let's go to the second part of the things you should not do while you are serving your probation period. This is a very very important thing. We have seen what are the positive things, but now we have to see what are the negative things that you should not do. First of all is, never take your office for granted. Always be punctual. Never be late. Never be late. Please be punctual and avoid coming late to the company, and avoid taking leaves in your first 6 months of your probation period. Avoid these things. Show you are available to the company, you are working for the company, your teammates, your leaders. They will definitely notice that thing. Second is, please try and avoid leaving early than your managers. Maybe your manager is working in a little late in the company. However, try and leave along with your manager or after your manager. Don't leave before him. This is going to give you a positive impact on the manager's mindset, whereby it will show that you are eager to work with the company or you learn with the company, and it will show your zeal towards your work. So do not leave early than your manager. Try and stay as much longer as your manager stays with the company, or if you wish, if it is very much late in the company, then you can take a prior approval from your manager and then leave for the day. Okay. Now secondly, and then what else you can do is, try and avoid taking excessive breaks. Do not take a lot of breaks. Do not go for your extensive tea breaks or extensive lunch breaks or mid evening snacks or something like that. Try and avoid that in the initial period. Try and sit down on your desk, understand the company's work, your profile, your KRAs and everything. But try and avoid taking a lot of breaks over here. Everything in your first 6 months is getting noticed by the HR team and your leader. So try and avoid those things. Okay. Now, the most important thing that these days what happens is, a lot of employees use a lot of telephone and mobile phones while they are in their jobs. Don't do that. Don't. That's a very very basic mistake that everyone does. Try and avoid taking a lot of calls, indulging in WhatsApp and messages, or even listening to music, or looking at the social media while you're in your office. Try and avoid that. When you are at least having a small 5 minute break, 10 minute break, do that at that point in time. Or if you want to have a very important call, take and go outside from your desk to a separate place and then take those calls. So do not create that problem that you are taking calls on your desk and everything of that sort. This is going to be a way, this is getting noticed, this is getting noticed by everyone. So please do not do that. No. And also, what new employees do is, when there are leaders walking besides your cubicle area, your desk area, your leaders, your managers, they just try to avoid eye contact with them. Don't do that. Don't do that. You cannot run away from them. You will definitely have to make an eye contact or a conversation one day at any given one day. So why not day one or day two? Why at day 100? You should do that at the earliest. You as early you get into the notice of your managers and your leaders and your teammates. It's good for you. Do not avoid any eye contacts or any type of conversations from your managers and leaders. Okay. Now, and the last and the most important thing that you should always remember that you should not be doing is, avoid talking on your personal topics. Please do not get so much familiar with every individual when you are in your probation period, at least for the first 2 or 3 months. 2-3 महीने एटलीस्ट अवॉइड कीजिए टॉकिंग ऑन योर पर्सनल टॉपिक्स. Indulge a lot in your professional topic. This will give you a lasting impact. What things you talk about also and makes other people analyze what your character is, what your intellectual is, what your intelligence is. So show that. Talk on your professional careers, talk on your latest happening in the organization or in the world, what is happening. Latest news will also work, but don't come on your personal topics like what I went for a movie, I went for this, I went for that, I did this XYZ, anything of that. Don't do these things, don't do these things. So this is, please avoid this for the first 3 months. Do not be so much comfortable with employees. You do not know which employee might take it the other way around. Okay, so I'll just summarize again. Things you should be doing while you are serving a probation period, things you should not be doing while serving a probation period. So starting with things you should always try and focus on. Try and make a very good first impression. Second is participate in as much as conversations with your team members and your leaders and your management. This is going to help you in your understanding your organization. Third is building a rapport with your team members. Build a good rapport with your team members. Okay. Fourth is come forward and take more tasks, even if it is an extra task, to show your eagerness and zeal towards your work. Okay. Fifth is ask for your regular feedbacks from your managers and your leaders. Sixth is try and help your colleagues in their way, in their work, if in which you are good at. So if you are good at certain things, try and help them with that. Okay. Seventh is try and build a rapport or a network even outside your team, that is with your HR and admin team. So this is going to give you a company presence. Okay. And the last and the most important is admit your mistakes and avoid giving justifications for your mistakes. Do not do that. Try and learn from them rather than giving justifications from them. Even if it is required, okay, be humble, accept the mistake and move forward. Okay. Now coming to the things you should not be doing. First of all is try and be punctual. Timing is the most important thing in your first 6 months of your career. Okay. So try and be punctual in your office. Do avoid coming late to office and taking leaves on a regular basis. Second is try and avoid leaving early than your manager. So this in initial days it is going to have a very big impact because you are not being awarded a lot of work. So this timing and punctuality will give you a very good much impact with your manager. Third is try and take more breaks. Do avoid excessive breaks. Do not take a lot of breaks. So this is also going to be this is been noticed by a lot of people. Try and avoid that. Fourth is avoid telephone and cell phone usage in excess while you are sitting at your desk. Do not indulge in your social media or calls and messages and listening to music of that sort. Please do not do that. Last, then the sixth point is do not avoid your senior members or top management or your leaders and do not avoid any eye contacts or conversations with them. I will even advise go and talk to them, try and communicate with them. It is good for you, for your career. And last and the most important thing is please avoid talking on any personal topics. Please do not talk on any personal topics. This might go against you because the concern is you do not know how the other side of the employee is taking it with them. All right. Okay. So that's all from my end. So if you have any important things that you would like to tell us, if you would like to show it to us, or you would like to comment, let us know that you should also include in this video. Let us know via topic on my video, and I'll be definitely happy to include that in our next videos as well. Okay. So that's all from my end. Thank you for watching this video. If you like my video, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel and share this video a lot. This is definitely going to help other people. If not you, then other people as well. Okay, fine. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.